We're going to be ranking every single Call of Duty Zombies map, but we have to play every single map before we rank them. Just to, like, add some credibility to it, right? And so that my editor gets footage for the map. Tonight we're doing World at War. And I have work in the morning, so hopefully it doesn't take that long. We're gonna start with Nocturne and Toten. This map is fucking legendary in that it started the entire fucking mode. That's what was so awesome about this. You would beat the campaign and then you would just be greeted with this fucking cutscene right here. A dude running at you and then, oh, oh, and you're greeted with this. Now, if this isn't video game design, I don't know what the fuck is. But you're just thrown into this bunker of a box by yourself, and you have these dudes hobbling all the way fucking over. This shit scared me as a child. I was like 6 years old. I was like 5 years old when this map was out. Yeah, this shit was crazy. I remember I was knifing a guy, like right over there, and I got an Xbox message that said kill yourself. And I was like, what the fuck? I think I cried that night. Stop trauma dumping? Oh yeah, my bad. It's really bare bones. I mean, you have the staples here. You have the wall buys, you have the doors, and you got the good old mystery box. Now, the one thing about this map, and about World at War in general, is that each map has its own bugs and quirks. So on this map, none of the zombies actually reach through the barrier to get you. I mean, this also introduced all the drops, so you get double points to kill max ammos, but there's no voices, there's no icons. Chat, we finally ran out of ammo. We have to buy a door. And I think you know which door we're buying. The one that leads to the mystery box. I remember as a kid, you would spin it, and you'd read online, like, oh, put the helmet in the box and then buy it, and you'll get the ray gun. That shit never worked. Or some of it was like, oh, make sure you shoot both the, like, question marks on it and then buy it. I just remember that no one wanted to buy the first door in any, like, public matches, so you always had to wait. Because everyone wanted to buy the box. Okay, well, we got, oh my god. I keep forgetting that in World at War, the zombies grab you. I tried backing away from that guy, and I felt like I couldn't move. Forgot how this said deployable FG-42. I don't even think there's like a bipod on this thing. All the LMGs in the early maps had the deployable on it. I remember there was glitches on Varuk that you could deploy it on like top of your buddies. Honestly, I think the one thing that's missing from this game is my operator skin. Which is funny to say because, like, specifically in this map, the people you play as are just nameless soldiers. They have zero quotes, they don't do anything. And, like, that's also because, you know, they didn't know how well this mode would do, so they didn't really put much thought into it. And it's basically just like campaign, where your single-player protagonist just didn't have a voice at all. Oh, fuck. We're getting into a bit of a sticky situation here. But it's all good because I have the grenade launcher. I can launch the grenades. Oh, oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Yo, get me out of here, man! Yo, this shit crazy. You don't, oh my god! You don't get this feeling in any other fucking game, yo. This shit's adrenaline, man. All I can say, I know you saw the fucking, I have no more. I have no more. Oh, oh, oh! No, no, no! Here's the tier list. As you can see, every single fucking map is on here. So Nocturne Toten, let's talk about it a little bit. It's a very basic map, okay? There's not much going on in it. I've put in D tier. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I know this, I'm sorry. I know that there wasn't anything else like it at the time. But compared to everything else, it just doesn't have much going for it. Nothing that really distincts the map, aside from it not having things. But if that was all it was, Bus Depot exists. No one wants to play Bus Depot, man. I know that's a hot take. But now we're on to Zombie Varuk. I guess it runs great on Intel Core i7. This was introduced in the first DLC of the game. And we have speaking playable characters in the mode for the first time. And perks, how could I forget perks? This is also one of the only maps where you had 2 different spawns. And in multiplayer, if you were playing with 3 players or more, 2 players would spawn over here, and the other players would spawn over there, which made it interesting and dynamic. And especially when you're playing on single player, it made it different every single time you played, because the strategy would change depending on where you were. And this is also one of the first times we had different weapons on the map. Now this is the Springfield, notoriously the worst weapon ever put into a zombies map. It will only one-shot headshot on round 1. If I shoot him in the body, He's not dead. And because you can't pack a punch, it is worse than 1911. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. This gun is so fucking ass, man. But I'm so glad that this is in the mode, you know what I mean? So you can do things like this. There's rooms like this that just don't do anything. It was really like an experimental time in zombies. A fat ass eating a sandwich right now. Yo, don't make me jealous. Don't make me jealous. I have to stream to get my money so I can eat my food. Yo, Twitch Prime. All right, I deadass, I need to get the fuck out of here. And buying that door just for the bit, not even like the bit, but just for the fucking like the show that it does nothing, was such a waste of points, yo. It's so cooked. It's actually so cooked. Why did I buy a fucking Springfield, man? Yo, this shit is ass. Yo, get me out of here, man. I need to get the Tommy gun. Oh my god. Oh my god. This fucking, it's raining on me from the ceiling? Yo, this map was crazy, yo. Insane fucking atmosphere for a map. Like, this map just has aura, man. Everything's fucking chill now. We're all good. We're all good. We're locked in. We're locked in. Ooh, double points. And we actually have icons, and I think this was retroactively put in the announcement for the double points. I've had some nasty hangovers a few weeks ago. Yo, that guy just bugged out. Where are you going, bro? The power must be activated first. I forgot to mention, yeah, there's power in this map. Another mechanic new and interesting. The scribbling on the walls, dude, everything about this map, dude, with the butcher knife and all the blood everywhere. It's so simple. But even just adding that little paraphernalia of the Juggernog, like everything adds to the atmosphere and the scary, the eeriness of the map. And now, everything's zombified. The power switch, for example, there's a hand on it. Why is there a hand on it? So many questions that don't have answers, and that's fine. But it just makes it super fucking eerie. Oh my god, they're already running at me. Oh, 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 oh! I'm getting backshotted! Back shots from the back, fat ass Chungus! Alright, that dude just walking. You come on over here, this door is now magically open because the power's on. And this is when you would reunite with your buddies finally. I mean, obviously you could all just buy together, but... Jingle hits and everything. Everything about it, man. Anytime you stream without webcam canonically, I'm just going to assume you're naked like Germa. Who's to say I'm wearing pants right now? You don't know that. You only ever see the fucking shirt and tie, yo. Dude, they're already sprinting so quick. So fun fact about Juggernog on this map is that it doesn't actually increase your health. Now that might have been fixed later, but I'm pretty sure all it does is increase your regen. So when this map initially came out, you would see people hit like 14 hit clips and they would still live. So I'm praying we get the ray gun here just so I can show it off at least once. And get this away from me, man. I died the last time I picked this shit up, man. The Browning M191. Classic weapon. Unironically, one of the most classic weapons in this mode. Reason being, LMGs were so busted in the early zombies. If you didn't have a wonder weapon, you were running an LMG. Or you were rocking the PPSH, because that's another fire fucking weapon. This shit was fucking... everything about the design of this weapon is just so fucking peak. The sound that it makes, the reload, everything about it. Now, of course, it's deployable in this map, and you don't get that on every other map, but... Man, something about this, like, just listen to that sound. And I can even hit the electric barrier trap. And now watch these guys come through, and they lit on fire and die. So a little fun thing about World at War Verrucht, on round 8, I believe, or round 12, we'll get what are called super sprinters, where they run like that at you. So I'm actually gonna grab a bouncing Betty here, just because I want to have a backup plan. This is the OG strats back in the days. You would grab the Betties over here and you'd plant them back here. You'd get to like round 20. So another fun thing about World at War single player is that until Derice, the zombies were capped at 24 per round. That guy just fucking flew in the sky. And that has some ramifications for later. But because we're able to actually have some sense of progression in the mode, it felt crazier. Like every time you got into the map, there was a goal to attain. Get the perkies. Get the power on. The bar? This should deal a bit more damage. No, it's ass. No, it's ass. Why is it so ass? It's clapping cheeks right now. My cheeks, bro. I did not just pick that up. And we get the flamethrower, one of the best weapons in the mode. Because that has infinite damage. However, it's only really good if you're training. So, you know, as cool as doing this is... Oh my god, wait. Oh my god. I can't see shit. It's just not that good. Oh, and I forgot about the Molotov cocktails. You get those in the box. You throw these. Whew. Were they any good? Not really. As you can see, I'm a little struggling here. The Panzer Shrek. All right, this was the first rocket launcher. Alright, so let's rank Verrucht on the tier list. Verrucht is a very solid map. It does a lot of things right, and it adds a lot of new things. It's a very hard map too, as I was saying, with the super sprinters. Specifically, the World at War map is crazy. I've seen people get to like round 10,000. This shit is insane, specifically because of the flamethrower. But I actually think the layout of the map is really good. The mechanic where you spawn on two different sides in multiplayer is really fun. In fact, just having two different spawns in general is really fun. That, although it's close quarters, it's got the traps. It's a very solid C tier map. This is a map that I actually would go back to replay. It's not something that I have to do. It's not something that I need to buy a game to do. Like if I have the itch to play zombies, I don't have to play Verrucht. But playing Nazi zombies on Zombie Verrucht with your buddies, it's a fun time. Always gonna be a fun time. Let's get in to Shi No Numa. Now see, if you noticed from the title screen, the loading screen, there are 4 characters. You now play as set characters. In single player, you will always play as Dempsey. However, you play multiplayer, each person's score color correlates to who they play as. And they all have unique clothes. I only hit that zombie twice. Are we fucking for real right now? And now, they're hitting me through the fucking wall, yo. This was one of the only times we ever got the Arasaka in the mode. Now, everyone has different ways that they like to go. Some people like going through the warning door. I do think that that is a good idea. Normally, I would go through the stairs. This time, we're gonna go through the warning door. Now, this was a way bigger map than any map we've experienced before. I mean, look at how open just this one area is over here. And we had new traps. This shit is so fucking cool, man. Oh, how could I forget about Peter McCain, bro? Look at this guy. Ooh. Another cool thing about this map in specific was that you had the 4 different areas. This one's the fishing hut over here. And they all felt unique and distinct in how they actually laid out each open area. The fishing hut had the bridge. Everyone knows what you're talking about when you're saying the bridge. Another cool thing about it is whenever you'd open a door, you'd get a random perk. We got lucky and got Juggernog. But each area would also have not only a perk, but a mystery box locale. So if you hit the box enough, it would end up in one of these areas. Now all you'd have to do is look up in the sky to find it. It's where it really came from, looking up in the sky to find it. Instead of running around the map. Oh, fuck, I'm on round 6. So one of the strategies we do here is we lead these guys into the bouncing Betty. Because these dogs are visceral. But we had just enough ammo. The comm room is fucking massive. I mean, you want to talk about a big area? This thing's a giant fucking circle with a swamp that you have to actually navigate through. If you go in the other direction. Now, if you want the way of least resistance walking, then you have to go through a very tiny hallway and corridor over there to get out into the open again. And of course, the titular dog round that we kind of skipped through there, granting a max ammo over 5 rounds, is a new staple to the mode. You might not think that Shi No Numa really brought much, but it really did. You want a real shit? Look at that right there. 50-50 chance that we hit that. The Wonder Waff DG2. This shit is legendary. And the reason why they had to change single player zombies ever since this map, with an infinite damage wonder weapon and a max number of zombies in a round at a time being 24, meant that you could clear a round with only 3 shots of this wonder weapon. And with there being 5 round gaps in between of free max ammos, well, you could hit some pretty crazy rounds. This is the map that actually introduced training into the mode. It went by a different name back then, but nowadays you just call it training. Okay. And then all we do, press the crouch button, and you go through it, and they get fucking eviscerated. It's just fun little things like that, you know what I mean? Look at that, and it takes you right back up here. It's so simple and silly, yet it's so fun. So remember how we died in Verrucht? Not like the part where how I actually died, but you know, after it, when a guitar riff played. One thing about old zombie games is that the riff would show you the next map's Easter egg song. Okay, well, it's the dogs, but in a second. Yo, Oricus is playing during the dog round. Oricus, I can't buy it out here. I can't buy it out here. But every map would have an Easter egg song after Nocturne Totem. I remember people would like theorize about what the song meant and everything. Man, what a fucking different time 2008 was, yo. I think I can kill myself enough with the WAF. Maybe not. I think I can kill myself with mollies though. What taps, bro? Shinonuma. It's a good map. It adds a lot, and it's a lot more unique with its wonder weapon and the high round strategy. But when I think of something I want to replay, just a session, right? I think I have to give it to Verrucht, being above Shinonuma. I do think Shinonuma is C tier though. I don't think it's in D tier. I don't think it belongs next to Nocturne Totem. It's got a lot going for it. I think I'm happy with keeping Shinonuma here. Another thing, chat, is once we place these maps in the tier list, when we play other games, we can't retroactively go back and change these placings or placements. So they're locked into this. Let's move on to Derice.
No power, weak.
Voice lines right on spawn. You need to get the power, just like Verrucht. You go over here. This giant thing in the pad that you're looking at when you spawn in, power must be activated first, right here.
This door open so we can use that machine.
Just what Dempsey said. I have so much playtime on this map. The teddy bear. I mean, there's so much to it. I mean, you come over here. There's a radio. The little Nazi symbol there. I noticed that for the first time today. You learn something new every single time you play a zombies map. Let that be known. Now, I don't know about any of y'all, but I always buy the Gewehr on this map, and I like to sit and spawn for a little bit. I'll then open up this side because the Tommy gun's on this side. Why the fuck wouldn't you want the Thompson? It's like the best gun in the mode, yo. Have you watched or seen anything about the anime's Girls Last Word? I have not. The only reason I know about it is because I've seen images of that show a lot. I don't know. I'm really weird when it comes to anime. I will watch a lot of the snobby shows. Like the one where like the YouTuber is like, this is art, sips fine wine, strokes on mustache. But when it comes to like a lot of slices of lives, I don't watch them. I was in my slice of life period through middle school. I remember I would watch K-On! Like late into the nights, and I would be like, yeah, you can play that guitar, Yui, crying at like 2 in the morning. And I was like fucking like 12. But my first anime that I actually watched was Kill la Kill. Darling in the Franxx is also peak. See, that's the thing. I was watching Darling in the Franxx. It got to the episode where they had like the wedding or some shit, and then like they just got like mind wiped or something like that, and I was like, okay, I think I'm done with this. It was like episode 17, and I'm kind of glad I stopped watching it then. I mean, I saw how it ended, And I was like, man, I would not have had a good time watching the ending of this. This shit did not. This is something else. It's like Attack on Titan. I just didn't like Attack on Titan's ending. Not because it wasn't a happy ending. I personally, like, I understand that the whole thing is like what's the like point type of thing? Like it was all meaningless type of thing. I get that's what you're trying to tell. But it just like fucking sucks to get to the end of a story and be like, nothing ever matters. Like, look at the time, nothing ever happens. Like, link to the mainframe. I only got 30 seconds. And you bring it right back to here, because it's like the same sort of like pad type thing. And you're like, oh, but it only went down a little bit. That must like mean they're like other ones. What the fuck is the sink over here? Because it's Hastings. Oh my god! Oh my god! Chat, that didn't happen. I didn't think there were that many zombies left. I thought we had 2 dudes. I know, there were 3 cocks in my mouth. I know that. You don't think I didn't feel that? I was looking all around him. Listen, I get mustard on my Baconator. Mustard is goated. I'm not saying that you put mustard on everything. I would never say that. I'm getting a chicken sandwich from Wawa. I'm not putting mustard on it, because you know why? I'm putting mayonnaise on that. Did you know that mayo and mayonnaise are 2 different condiments? Phase Dat didn't know that. And it opens up the Pack-a-Punch machine. Look at that. What a beauty. So the common strategy in this game is to camp on the catwalk. I remember I was watching a video in 2009, and it's like real Samantha Max is found on Doris, and it was like a 280p video, and they're just running around the fucking place. They like shoot things outside the map randomly. They look at the teleporter, saw a fucking jump scare from like, I think it was from like The Conjuring or some shit. Hit me the box, hit me the box. Let's get a good weapon here. Now this is a fucking weapon. When you were on the catwalk, you at least had 2 boys running this weapon. Because the other 2 had the wonder weapons. Look at that. Look at that. And just look at how beautiful the fucking camo is on it too. Oh my god. And the cool thing about this map that is not in any other map, and this is the first time this fucking happens, you come over here with a Pack-a-Punch weapon, shoot that. Oh, where are they going? And you start the hide-and-seek Easter egg, also known as the fly trap Easter egg. Around the map, things spawn in, and you don't need to shoot it with a Pack-a-Punch weapon. You'd shoot one, and there's 3 scattered around the map. Just simple things to see if that community could find stuff like this. And that's all it is. It's as simple as that. But it led to so many theories. Especially when you listen to the radios around the map. It's the environmental storytelling. There's a radio on this map that talks about how the zombie dogs came to be. And it's in this very room that it happens. And that's how we know. This map is just everything you could have ever wanted out of an end of a DLC cycle map. Oh fuck, we're already low on ammo. So what we're gonna have to do here, chat room, is run! Oh! Don't say so bad, man. It's a hard game, and you would understand if you tried. So when it comes to ranking Doris, I know we're still in World at War, which if I just do a little bit of scrolling, we're right here. But if I'm being honest with you, this map perfected the formula when it comes to zombie maps. There are some issues. The Wonder Waff, when you shoot it and you get hit by it, stops you from regenerating health. It's not a perfect map by any means. There's some bugs, but everything about it, where you have the main hub that you return to with the teleporters, and there's 3 areas that you go to, and you have to go through a little bit of the location to turn on the power, and then you branch off in the teleporter locations. And you go back to the main hub to link it. Like that's a formula that they perfected right here. And the Pack-a-Punch, I mean, the Pack-a-Punch was unchanged until Black Ops 3 showed up. If that tells you anything about how integral and iconic it is. It's an A tier map. I can't, in good faith, put it in the S tier. But when I think about a zombies map, this is the map I think about. When I think about my childhood with zombies, this is the map I think about. Yeah, I did glitches on Barak and shit, but there's nothing like getting into those modded lobbies on Doris and just seeing what all the different pack-a-punch weapons did. They're also different. And like I said before, camping on the catwalk with your buddies and shooting at the zombies, everything about this map is so good. The only thing that it lacks when it comes to a zombies map is like a quest or something like that. It has few things around the area that add to the story of the map, and that's awesome. I love that. And it did it so perfectly too. When it comes to progression sense and everything like that, you really only have the pack-a-punch. For World at War, it works really well because in World at War, you're not getting to that high of a round unless you're a goat, all right, and you're a furry. We're gonna leave it at the top of A. We're going to go to Black Ops 1 next time. I gotta buy the fuck-ass game still. Fuck my Chungus life. Let me actually see how much it costs real quick on stream. Let's go to the store real quick. Okay, so it's $40 for the game and then $60 for the I'm spending $100 for this? Oh my god. Fuck. Who of my friends list has this game? Wait, hold on. Maybe we get Fori to do some Easter eggs. Maybe. And Gordon Feetman. I'm just saying, it's doable. It's doable. Fuck my Chungus life. It's doable, man. I don't want to play this game with these guys. It's doable, yeah. I'm telling you, it's doable.